Hey there everybody, Brian here. In this video I want to show you this car here. This is 2017. This is a Hyundai Tucson, and this is what's called an executive model. By the way, if you're looking and wondering why the lights are flashing, whatever way the resolution is on my camera, it just isn't fast enough to pick up the LEDs. So in real life they're constant, it's just the way the video picks it up. Anyway, in this video we'll have a look around all the features that are on the outside of the car and the inside of the car, and go for a quick drive in the car. So by the time you get to the end of the video, you'll have a better idea of what these Tucson executives are all about. And if I've missed something and you're watching on YouTube and you want to know about them, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you're in Ireland and you'd like more information about this particular car, or trading in your car, or financing, or whatever you want to know, 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Call, text, WhatsApp. I'll be happy to run through information in relation to the car, or financing, or trading. So if you're looking to buy one of these cars at the moment in Ireland, you will see there's absolutely loads of them for sale. They were super popular, and they remain super popular as well. One thing is, what I like about this car, it's one owner car from new, and we have a full service history from the garage here. So we sold the car originally, we know the owners, we bought the exact same type of car again, and as I was saying, we have a full maintenance history for the car all through its life. The great thing for us then, on cars like those, it's much easier for us, I suppose, because we know the car already. So we'd be, I suppose, quite confident putting a 12-month warranty on a car like this before somebody buys it. The car also gets comprehensive servicing beforehand, and then we also put a new NCT on the car because it will be due by the time somebody is purchasing the car. A couple of things I really like on these cars. So like when they came out first, and they still remain, nice big aggressive front end with that kind of brushed aluminium grille, and the same along the bottom. There's a garnish on the bottom of the bumper that matches that, so it's a really good looking front end of a car. I like the way you can have the big parking lights up here. I can also have the daytime running lights down along through there. Front fog lights are standard down through here. Dipped and full headlights in through here, and then they also get a cornering light, which really is a big help when you're turning into a junction that's dark at a 45-degree angle. When you have a light lighting out, it really lights up that junction that you're turning into, so it's a very cool feature. Down the side of the car then, the wheels on these cars are a 17-inch alloy wheel, so it's a common tyre size, so in terms of maintenance, they're not an expensive tyre to keep on a car. The roof rails, sorry, just in case you're wondering about the size of the tyres, 225 60 17. So if you go into various tyre websites, you'll see how much they are depending on the type of tyre you decide to go for. Brushed aluminium roof rails up high, so you can put a roof box if you buy the bars that go from left to right. And then what's quite nice on these as well, an executive model like this gets LED lights, big long ones along here as well on the rear, so that looks pretty nice. There's also parking sensors on the back of an executive. They all have kind of sun protection glass, but there's tinted darker glass on the rear windows on these as well, and the same around to the back. And actually kind of weird on the new model of one of them, which, okay, I don't know, there, like the new model, sure, like this one here, weirdly enough the back window doesn't get tinted on an executive on the new model for some reason, but on this one it actually did. Okay, so while we're at the back, let's have a look at the boot. So the camera is there if you ever want to clean it, and then in through here you have a spare wheel, which is full size, so it's the same one that comes in the car. Like, you never see that in cars anymore. Also then, we'll say the back seats can recline, so I can move this, and actually if you want you can stow that away down under there. But if you do that and you move into the inside of the car, then if you lift this lever here, it allows you to put actually that much recline compared to the other side on the seat, and that makes a big difference. You'll see when I jump into the car. So anyway, now that the sun has calmed down a little bit because it was so bright there at the start of the video, just trying to give you a better idea of what the car looks like walking around it, and then we're going to have another look at the inside. So I'll jump into the back just to give you an idea. Now, to be fair, they're a very good family car. Great thing about Tucson, they do so many things for people, so good spec, especially in this like executive. They're high off the ground, they drive nice, good elevated driving position, so lots of people like them for different reasons. Anyway, let's see what happens when you get in the back. So like, the interior is really nice. So this is this kind of beige interior. Like I said, this is a one owner car from new. Ventilation in the rear. These are actually to give your knees more space when you're sitting in. You'll see kangaroo pockets, child locks, electrics for windows, speakers in the rear, 3 head restraints, eyes at fixed points, which are really accessible. Sometimes you have to go digging in between seats. These are right there. That is clever. Much easier to find. If you don't have kids, you'll understand what I mean at some point if you ever do. Or if you already have kids, you know exactly what I mean. So that makes such a difference when you're sitting in a car. straightforward little drinks holders on each side, and I would describe the condition inside the rear of that car as quite nice. And then in terms of the front, electrics for windows and mirrors over through here, height adjustable seat, again with that really nice interior, lumbar support for lower back, height adjustment on the seat, in and out and up and down, so rake reach for the steering wheel. And then sitting in the car, trip computer for average speed and fuel efficiency and all that kind of information over there, cruise control with a speed limiter in through there, Bluetooth over through here, big reverse camera with parking sensors in through here, navigation also up through there, dual zone climate control in through here, with different temperatures on each side of the car, and then heated seats on either side, USB connector down through there. Some of the other controls down here then, the parking sensors on or off, auto stop start, hill descent control, and there's a sport mode for the steering if you like a more sporty direct feedback from the steering wheel. It just makes it heavier basically, which is more sporty. In terms of driving the car, so you get this nice high driving position when you're sitting in the cars. I really like this interior because it's bright. So obviously these cars, they're high off the ground, you get big windows and big mirrors, so visibility is good. But the bright cabin, it just feels like a nice place to be. So like black leather is lovely and it's easy to keep clean, but I really like beige interiors because the A-pillars are beige, the doors are beige, and part of the dash is beige. It just feels like a car that's really kind of bright and nice to be in. In terms of how this one drives, so steering and brakes and gearbox and all that kind of stuff, all that kind of those controls, they feel to be in nice condition. And Tucsons are easy to manoeuvre, so like I always do when I'm driving the cars, I always go for a quick 3-point turn along here. And just to give you an idea, we'll say what way the car would be, I suppose, in a more urban built up area. So they're easy to drive, it's nimble, there's good visibility, there's a big reverse camera, there's parking sensors as well. And then the engine, in terms of pull, so there's 1.7, 115 horsepower, so they're 1.6 from 19 onwards, but this is the slightly larger 1.7 diesel engine, which ran from 16 up as far as 2018, and it was a good engine. So it drives well. Anyway, like we're saying, it's a one owner car with a full service history, so we are a family run business in operation for almost 70 years. If you're buying a Tucson, I think it helps when you're buying from a Hyundai dealer because we know how to repair the cars and service them and all that kind of stuff, which you might not always get from an independent supplier. So anyway, if there's any information you want, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp, and I'll run through information on the car or financing or trading in your own car. So hopefully the video is useful and hope you like the car. Thanks for watching.